Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all. Okay, so for today's session, kita akan Okay, we'll be talking about how to manage your schedules. Okay, how to manage your schedules to earn up to 4 figures. Okay, jap. Tolong duduk sekejap semua sekejap boleh tak? Okay, terbuka next slide. Okay, buka slide terus. Next slide. Payment. Okay, so dah?
Buka slide ke?
Buka slide. Buka slide macam tu. Payment rate.
Buka slide terus.
Payment rate tu. Alamak, connecting. Okay. So I will explain briefly about our motive and subject for today's live session. So I will be teaching you guys on how to manage your class schedules in order for you to get 4 figures income monthly. Okay, and then I will give some tips on how to target the number of students. Okay, let's say if you are targeting 3,000 per month, 4,000 per month. So there is some tips from me in order for you guys to target lah the number of students you need to reach in order for you to get your desired income. Okay, so I will start with a payment rate. Okay, so for today's session, we will be focusing on long-term payment rate. Long-term means if the customers, the parents, don't set any duration for the class for their children lah. So let's say short term if they set, usually short term ni for boarding school punya student, sekolah asrama. So usually 2 months, 3 months, 3 months maximum lah for short term. So I'll be focusing on long term because the calculation is a little bit confused. Okay, and then I'll be focusing on more on physical class because actually our physical class punya rate is higher compared to online class. Okay, so for the first slide, okay, this is the payment rate for long-term session. Okay, so this you can compare between physical class and online class. So we have this one system for our payment rate. So for the first 8 hours for every student and each subject. It's not, let's say if you have one student and you teach that student 2 to 3 subjects, so you need to separate the 8 hours for each subject, not for each student. So ingat, remember that. Takut ada some tutors, new tutors akan misunderstanding about the rate for first 8 hours dengan more than 9 hours. Okay, so dekat situ you guys can see for physical class and online class how much for the first 8 hours and then 9 hours and above. And then online class pun sama, first 8 hours and 9 hours and above. Okay, next slide. Okay, so in addition to that, we have bonus payment. So for bonus payment, we have 2 types of bonus payment. The first one is for the first 40 hours, you can get 200. But this one is one time only. I mean like for each subject, for the first 40 hours, you reach for your first 40 hours, you can get 200 ringgit. Doesn't matter in which month, second month, third month, fourth month, you can get the 200. But you need to don't get confused with physical and online class. Okay, so for physical class, it's actually 40 hours. But for online class, we calculate it as 0.5 hours equivalent to 1 hour. So let's say if you teach 40 hours for online class only, so you need to divide it by 2. There's a difference between physical class lah. Because online class mah, you just stay at home and you don't keluar and go to your student's house. So if we set the hours calculation same with physical class, it will be a little bit unfair lah for physical class punya tutors. Okay, so the second payment is for teaching hours, monthly. So we have 3 types. The first one, if you teach more than 70 hours, you can get 100 per month. And then for more than 85 hours, you can get 200 per month. More than 100 hours, you can get 400 per month. This calculation sama juga with the first 40 hours. Means in order for you to get 100 ringgit bonus for online class, you need to reach 140 hours or more. So you times the teaching hours by 2 for online class. If you teach mixed mode, if you teach physical and online class, you need to calculate it separately lah. So you make a table. Later on, I will teach you. So done with the payment rate. So next we will be moving to on how to start calculating your monthly income. This one is for physical class. Okay, next. Okay, we go to the real life example. Okay, so for first, okay, let's say if you get 3 students for the first month. Okay, the first student you teach is a STPM student. And then second student is IGCSE student. Third student is SPM student. This is for the first month lah. And then for each student, you teach 6 hours monthly. Okay, so remember, the first 8 hours rate is for each subject. Okay, so for this one, you have 3 students. So you need to calculate lah. For the STPM student, the first 8 hours rate is 24. So you need to times by 6. Same with IGCSE student. But for IGCSE, the rate for the first 8 hours is 21 ringgit. You times by 6 hours. Okay, the third one, SPM is 18 ringgit. You times by 6 hours. And then you total it up. Okay, the number of hours is 6 times 3 lah, because this is a physical class. So you teach 18 hours for the first month. Okay, so your total payment for the first month is 378. Okay, move to next slide. Okay, for second month. Okay, this one tutors usually get confused lah, because you get the students for the students you get 6 hours monthly. So for the second month, you need to calculate it separately. Okay, you teach each student 6 hours on the first month. So the left hours is 2 hours. 6 plus 2 is 8. So for the balance 2 hours tu, you need to multiply it with the rate, the 8 hours, the first 8 hours rate. Okay, same like the first month punya calculation, but the difference is you times with 2 hours for each student. So STPM, you times 24 ringgit with 2 hours. IGCSE, 21 ringgit with 2 hours. SPM student, 18 ringgit with 2 hours. And then you are done with the 8 hours punya rate. Okay, so if you think second month is late lah for me to finish the 8 hours, the first 8 hours. So for the first month, you can slowly talk with the parents to add one more class. Maybe after the third session, let's say the third class for the first month, you think you want to chase until you can fulfill lah the first 8 hours. So just slow talk with the parents. I did that before. I asked the parents politely, but make sure you have mutual agreement lah, through WhatsApp ke apa ke, so that if anything happen, you can show the proof to us. Okay, so for the second month, we calculated for the 2 hours. So we left with another 4 hours because each student can 6 hours. So for the balance 4 hours tu, you times with the rate after the 8 hours, which is quite a lot. So from the slide you can see, so for the STPM student, you multiply 56 ringgit with 4 hours, you get 224. For For the IGCSE students, you times 49 ringgit with 4 hours. You akan dapat 196. Same goes to STPM. SPM. Okay, SPM, after the rate for 9 hours and above is 42 ringgit. So you times with 4 hours, you get 169. So now you can add up all of the payment lah, the 6 payment tu. 48, 42, 36, 224, 196 and 169. Okay, and then you will get 714. RM 714. But still you are not entitled for the 200 ringgit bonus lah, because you teach 36 hours, baru 36 hours. You need to reach 40 hours. Okay, so for the 40 hours tu bonus, okay, move to next slide. Third month. Okay, so untuk third month ni dah balance. I mean like bukan balance, you punya calculation for each student tu dah stable. So after third month, it will be easier lah for you to calculate. So for STPM, IGCSE, SPM, you just calculate the 56 ringgit times 6, 49 times 6, 42 times 6. So third month and onwards, the calculation will be like this. But the difference is, for the third month, you are entitled for the 200 ringgit bonus one time. Because if you add up, first month 16 hours, second month 16 hours, third month 16 hours, you'll get 54 hours, which is more than 40 hours. So you tambahkan all the payment, the payment for each student, and then you add up with 200 bonus. So you can get 1082. Wallah, you already get 4 figures punya salary for 3 students je. Just need to wait a little bit. Like 3 months is not that long point. Alright. Next slide. Okay, so next slide I'll be focusing on online class. So online class ni dia punya rate lower sikit lah than physical class. That's why we always push our tutor partners to grab for physical class. You can earn more, and then you can meet your student face to face in real life, so it'll be more fun. Okay, so next slide. Alright, for the first month, okay, let's say we do some simple example lah, because the 6 hours concept, I did it on the physical class. So for online class, we just straight take 8 hours punya student. Okay, so for the first month, let's say we have 3 students, STPM, IGCSE, and also SPM student. So kita calculate the rate, the 8 hours, the first 8 hours rate for each level. So for STPM is 10 ringgit and 50 cent. For IGCSE, 9 ringgit. For SPM student, 9 ringgit. So you times all by 8. And then dah tambah semua, kita kira dia punya total payment lah. So the total payment for 3 online student is 228. Okay, so now time to calculate the hours of teaching hours lah for you to get the bonus, obviously. So we have like 8 hours for each student. So 8 you times by 3, or 8 plus 8 plus 8. Okay, you will get 24. But it's not 24 hours, you need to divide it by 2. So actually the teaching hours for the first month is only 12 hours. Okay. Next slide. Okay, for the second month, for the second month, kita dah cukup for each student, kita dah cukup 8 hours. So now you can use the rate for 9 hours and above lah. So for each STPM, kita punya rate is 24 ringgit 50 cent times by 8. IGCSE 21 ringgit, you times by 8. SPM student 21 ringgit, same like IGCSE. That's the rate. You times by 8. And then you total up. All, you get 532 ringgit. See, you only sit at home, teach online. 3 students, you can earn 532 ringgit per month. Okay, so for the total hours, you take the first month punya total hours, which is 12, and then you add up with 12 lah. Sama kan? So you reach 24 hours, baru 24 hours. So you are still not entitled for the bonus lah. Okay, next. Okay, third month, dia calculation sama je. So you will get total payment 532, sama macam second month. But the total hours is 36. 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. Still not enough. See, that's why I always like persuade new tutor partners to take physical class. So it will be faster for you to get the bonus. Okay, next, fourth month. Okay, in the fourth month pun sama dia punya calculation for each student. The total payment is 532. But then 12, 12, 12, 12 for 4 months, you reach 48 hours at last. So for the fourth month, baru you can get the RM200 bonus. So nampak tak dia punya flow calculation je. I show you detail tau. Alright, next. Okay, so this one, how to calculate your monthly income for mixed mode lah. Online and physical class. Let's say you teach both. So for the first month, okay, so I separate. This slide is for the first month online sahaja. So let's say you have 2 students. One SPM student and one PTC student. So both for 8 hours. You teach both for 8 hours. So you times lah dengan the rate for the first 8 hours. SPM RM10.50, you times with 8 hour, you'll get 84 hour. PT3 RM9, you times with 8, you'll get RM72. And then totalkan, you get payment for online class untuk the first month is RM156. Okay, so jangan lupa to calculate the total hours for one time bonus. So this one, you guys must all of you guys must have a journal kan. So you can use this method of calculation. So you won't get confused. Okay, to track every month punya payment lah. So and then total hours dia is 8 hours. You plus with 8 hours, you divide by 2 because this is online. Remember, for online session, untuk kira teaching hours, you need to divide it by 2. Okay, next slide. Okay, any of you guys yang ada any questions can ask me directly. How about UPSR? Oh, okay, UPSR. Okay, UPSR. Dia punya rate is same like PT3. That's why I don't put in this slide. I don't put in the example. So UPSR and PT3, dia punya rate is just the same. I should put slash kan dekat PT3 tu. But it's okay. Good questions. Okay, anyone? Any questions? What is the rate for 5 years old? UPSR rate, same. 5 years old. Same. The rate for below UPSR and PT3 semua sama. Five years old. Slide will be shared to us. Yes. Don't worry. We will forward the slide to all of you guys. So boleh buat some revision. Okay. Any questions? What happen if class postpone to the next month? Payment dapat mengikut attended class atau payment mengikut kelas diadakan? Oh, attended class lah. Yes, sometimes memang akan ada postpone class. Sometimes memang akan ada postpone class because biasalah manusia kan. So some of the students macam suddenly ada family day ke, family dinner ke apa ke. So kita boleh minta postpone, but then we will pay you guys based on the attended session lah, attended class. So if kita, let's say that month supposedly dengan student tu 6 hours, but then you manage to do for 4 hours je, so we will pay you for 4 hours lah. And then pandai-pandai lah for the next month tu, cakap lah dengan parents, last month tak cukup kan ayah ajar anak you 2 hours, so what if we tolak pergi next month? So make it 8 hours. So yang untung kat situ you. So nothing to lose. always know how to bargain with parents. Okay, and then if no experience, should we inform the parents? If they ask, but seldom lah. The parents won't ask one. They will see your, okay, usually parents dia akan tanya your study background. That's all. From my 3 years experience, parents just tanya I, oh, you ambil course apa dekat universiti? Tu je. And then kalau nak share pun, if you ada tutoring kan, kalau dekat matriculation dulu. Kalau ada experience macam tu, just share je lah. It's not necessary to be professional punya experience tak. They won't ask one. Okay. Any question? Alright. Okay, next. Okay, so we proceed to first month physical class. Okay, for the first month physical class, let's say if we have one STPM student and one PTG student, and then 8 hours juga for both. So you times 8 hours with the first 8 hours rate. So for STPM, kita charge RM24. So 24 you times with 8, you'll get 192. For PTG student, RM15, you times with 8 hours, you get 120. And then you add up both. Okay, and then for the total teaching hours untuk one time bonus yang kita nak target ni, so you kena ada journal tau, so that you boleh monitor, you boleh tengok yang how many hours lagi I nak kejar ni. So let's say for the second month you rasa macam alah sikit je lagi nak kejar, so just add up dengan parents lah, cakap your children sebab 6 hours for 1 month is not enough. You need at least 8 hours. Let's say student you tu, they apply for 6 hours. So you think that sikit lagi, let's say lagi nak add up lagi 2 hours and then you will get ada RM200 bonus. So just bargain with the parents lah, buat mutual agreement. Okay, kalau nak stop class student tu apa prosedur kena buat? Okay, kita punya procedure is you need to give 1 month resignation, a notice letter for that particular student. Sebab dia akan ada relation dengan you punya RM50 commitment fee tu. So if you stop je nanti akan ada problem. So that you can give 1 month punya duration lah for our sales team untuk replace you. So better, PIC, person in charge untuk replace you. Okay, so bagi 1 month notice lah dekat admin, Miss Adeline.
During tempoh notice tu kena buat kelas?
Yes. So macam berhenti kerja lah. Macam berhenti kerja kan, so bila kita berhenti kerja kita akan bagi let's say 1 month notice. So you tak boleh directly stop. So you can habiskan the last month before you officially stop from the company. So same goes with tutor punya ni. Okay. Does cumulative commission in the apps reflect the payment by end of the month? Yes. It's cumulative. Like snowball. So you ambil satu snowball and then you baling kan, so dia akan banyak. So cumulative commission tu dekat dalam apps tu is the total lah. So let's say hari ni you earn RM36. So let's say the next day, tomorrow, you earn another RM70. So apps tu akan senang kan apps tu. So dia akan tambah je 36 with 70. So tomorrow you tengok dekat cumulative commission tu ada 106. So by end of the month, you nampak lah. So my style is before the month habis, I dah habis saya punya kelas, I akan screenshot the cumulative commission. Sebab tu aku lupa. The next day dah hilang tau. Apa ni? RM52 commitment dengan civil tutor kan? Yes. Bila kita nak stop class dengan the one student, macam mana RM52 affected? Tak faham. Oh, okay, faham? Oh, you mean one student lah. So, you punya the rest student tu you still nak continue lah. Dia akan affect dekat Betul lah. Salah faham tadi.
Kalau cuma nak stop untuk seorang student saja, RM50 tu tetap akan dapat bila dia betul-betul officially nak resign under Sifu Tutor.
Tapi but still nak stop one student, kita kena bagi notice juga kan.
Yes.
So if tak bagi,
payment akan hold.
usually kita akan payment akan hold lah. Payment for that student ke ataupun all?
For that student.
So dia punya penalty lah. So called penalty. So kalau macam ada satu je student, particular student you nak stop kan. So RM50 commitment tu tak. RM50 commitment tu dia apply for all. Untuk you resign totally from Sifu Tutor. So kalau nak stop for that student, kena bagi notice for 1 month early lah. Kena bagi notice tu dekat Sifu Tutor, bukan dekat parents. Tapi inform lah parents. Inform parents that this will be my last month ajar your daughter ke your son. So I dah bagi notice punya dekat Sifu Tutor. So nanti during the 1 month tu kita orang akan replace tutor baru. So the penalty tu for that student, let's say you dapat from dia 1 month 126. So kita akan hold payment tu lah. Itulah penalty dia. So payment tu akan hold for you akan dapat for the payment tu on the following month. Okay. Alright. Next. So first month slide 16. Okay. First month. Okay. So sekarang ni slide ni kita mixkan. Okay. Kita mixkan both lah kita tambah tadi. Online punya payment dengan physical punya payment. Online tadi 156, physical 312. So you get for RM 468. Okay, so dia punya total teaching hours dia is 16 plus with 8. So it's 24. So tak cukup lagi. So kita pergi second month. Okay, second month ni alamak ada soalan. Nak tanya kalau dalam apps tu dia tulis RM 100 plus per subject, tapi request macam contoh 1.5 hour per session. 4 session, so nak tanya actually dibayar per hour ke per subject? Per hour. Kan? Memang kita akan charge per hour. So sebab tu, that's why kan, if dah ajar for quite some times, 2 months ke 3 months ke, pandai-pandai lah minta parents. Tak cukup lah 1.5 hours ni, but seriously 1.5 hours per session, and especially core subject macam account, economy, maths, tak cukup. So cakap lah, boleh tak kita nak tambah another 30 minutes? So we make it 2 hours. Nanti lama-lama if the student suka you, parents okay je. So dia dibayar per hour, bukan per subject. Sini tak ada per subject punya price. Because you can nego with the parents untuk tambahkan hours. So rugilah kalau per subject. Okay, continue. Second month. Second month untuk online. Okay, kita dah boleh kira untuk the rate yang tinggi tu lah. So for experienced student, RM24.50 times with 8 hours, you get 196. And for PTG student, RM21, you times with 8 hours, you get 168. Okay, to total hours for the one-time bonus, kita tambah yang first month tadi. 8 hours, you add up with 8 hours. So sekarang ni cumulative hours untuk online punya mode, this punya case is 16. So kita tambahkan dia. So the payment will be 364. Okay, next. Second month, physical. Okay, physical ni pun you multiply with the higher rate lah. So STPM 56, you times by 8, 448. PT3 35, you times by 8, 280. Okay, so total hours for one-time bonus, tadi for the first month is 16 hours. So for the second month is 32 hours. So if you add up the hours for both second month ni physical dengan online, 16 you plus with 32, dah lebih dah. 16 you add up with 32, so 48 hours. So more than 40 hours. So for second month, you akan dapat. See, nampak tak how physical class can help you reach the 40 hours to faster than if you focus on online class je. So let's say, oh tak larat lah nak buat physical class. You can take only 1 to 2 students je. So the rest you ambil lah online class. So cepat sikit you punya hours tu naik untuk dapatkan bonus tu. Okay, bonus tu 200 bukan banyak. Bukan sikit, banyak tu. So the payment untuk physical is 7 to 8. Okay, so gini kita totalkan. Next slide tu kita totalkan. Totalkan kita akan 1,092 ringgit. And then dah cukup the 40 hours punya. So kita add up with 200. So you get 1,292. 4 figures. Tengok 4 students. Online 2, physical 2. And then you can get 4 figures. Banyak ada examples I showed. Kita soalan bonus akan dapat every month bila reach target ke? Yes. Kita ada 2 types of bonus tau. Okay, the first one ni untuk first 40 hours for each subject. Macam tu lah.
Tu one time.
One time je. Itu you akan dapat satu je. Maksudnya macam totalkan semua. Untuk semua 40 hours ni, you akan dapat 200. Sekali je. For the first 40 hours. So yang second type of bonus tu yang ada 3 tu. 70, 85, 100. So kalau you reach 3 ni, so every month lah you akan dapat dia yang dekat table tadi tu. 100, 200 dengan 400 kan? Yes. Reach target. Yes, reach target hours. And then ingat reach target hours ni you jangan confuse tau. Most of tutors dia akan get back balik dekat kita and then dia akan tanya, I rasa macam I reach je 70 hours. But then check balik whether you kira tu you separate tak for online dengan physical class. So I teach you guys already how to separate it. So buat table ke ataupun a particular column ke untuk online and physical. So that you tak confuse dengan dia punya teaching hours. Okay, next. So ni saja je tambah third month onwards. So that you nampak lah. So actually you akan dapat dia RM200 sekali je, one time je. So third month onwards ni kira sama juga macam second month. But then the total payment you will get is 1,092 je. Dah tak ada 200 tadi. Okay. Next. Okay. So I'll be giving, this is my way of calculating lah. My my desired income. So let's say on a particular month I nak earn 2,000. So macam bulan depan nak earn 2,000 lah. So macam mana you nak kira so that you boleh tahu berapa ramai students you nak tembak-tembak macam nak hentam-hentam, nak kira-kira, nak agak, nak target so that you dapat 2,000. Okay, so ni earning 4 figures income through physical class. Okay, since I am a tutor, so I have my own way of calculating it lah. This is my way. Okay, next. Next lagi. Ni. Okay. Earning 4 figures income through physical class. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, this is 5 steps on how to target your desired income. Okay, so first step, you choose your subjects and level. Subjects and level lah. You choose your subject and level ni for yourself je. But untuk calculation ni kita akan fokus on level. Okay, and then second step, after you focus on the particular level and subject, you apply lah the job tickets in the apps. And then dah dapat, once you dapat je few students, 1 students ke apa ke, so you list down the total hours monthly for each subject. Okay, dia tak. Kejap bonus mengikut cumulative hours per month atau tak ada cut off date. Bonus mengikut cumulative hours per month atau tak ada cut off date. Means cut off date tu macam mana? Miss Margarita, can you explain? Bonus mengikut cumulative hours per month. Maksudnya total hours untuk dapatkan bonus itu. Oh, okay, faham? Okay, so bonus ni kita ada two types. Okay, I explain. Okay, two types. The first one ni, dia bukan per month. The first one yang one time 200 tu dia bukan per month. So dia tu tak kisah. Let's say you teach one student je. So one student ni you teach let's say 8 hours physical. So first month 8 hours. Second month you tambahkan. Dia cumulative untuk bonus untuk 200 tu lah. Second month 8, 8, 16. Third month 8, 8, 8, 24. Fourth month 8, 8, 8, 8, 32. So fifth month, month kelima 8 you times with 5 you get 40 hours. So if you ada one student, you are entitled for the 200 punya one time bonus on your fifth month. Faham tak? Untuk the first kind of bonus lah, yang 200 tu. Dia separate tau. Dekat slide kita tunjuk tadi kan, dia kat atas dia separate. So dia tak kisahlah ada cut off date ni semua tak ada. So dia macam tu. So 200 tu untuk tu. Yang atas tu. So yang tu untuk you punya cumulative hours. Tak kisahlah. Let's say the 10th month ke baru you reach you punya 40 hours, kita akan bagi 200 bonus tu. Yang untuk monthly tu yang table bawah tu, yang ada 3 tu. 70, more than 70 hours, more than 85 hours and more than 100 hours. That one you kena reach monthly. So every month you kena ajar at least RM75 untuk dapat certain amount of bonus. If nak tinggi sikit, you tambah lagi student. So you ajar 85 hours and above, you akan dapat certain amount. Nak lagi banyak, you tambah lagi 100. Up until 100. Ada ramai je tutors kita yang ajar more than 100 hours. Okay. Yang bonus nak kira cumulative hours boleh campur online physical class tak? Boleh? Boleh. Cuma different dia, physical class tu yang ambil specific hours. Let's say you ajar 20 hours. So you direct ambil 20 hours. Untuk online, you tak boleh ambil direct. You kena divide by 2. So dia half of the physical class. Let's say on that particular month, you ajar physical class 20 hours, you ajar online class 20 hours. So you need to divide lah 20 hours online ni by 2, you'll get 10. 10 you plus with 20. So you akan dapat 30 hours. Gitu. Tak cukup lagi lah 30 hours. So you kena tolak lagi pergi next month tu dapat 200 tu. Okay. Good question. Okay, so kita sambung. Tanya lagi banyak, tanya lagi. Kita sambung steps on how to target design income. Okay, so first step tadi, you choose your subjects and level. Tu you apply ticket. Okay, once you dah dapat, let's say 3 to 4 students for the first month. Okay, so boleh lah you buat table lah. Nanti I tunjuk table tu later. So dah buat tu, and then kita akan calculate the first 8 hours punya payment. So dia tak semestinya sama. Let's say you ada 3 student, tak semestinya sama. 3 tu you akan dapat 6 hours. So calculation akan beza. Mungkin first student you dapat 8 hours per month. Second student you dapat 10 hours per month. Third student you dapat 4 hours per month. So kita guna method-method yang tadi tu untuk kita kira. So third step kat sini kita calculate the first 8 hours payment and then calculate the 9 hours and above payment. Okay, once you punya payments dah stable tu, let's say lah third month ke fourth month ke, tak kisahlah, baru boleh you focus on targeting the number of student for each subject. Okay. Sekejap. Usually approve or reject application tu based on apa? Okay. Most of the parents, they already have their particular characteristics, requirements yang they want from the tutors. Mungkin ada a few yang apply. So, but for the early birds yang apply awal, kita akan push. Kita akan hantar dulu on the spot dekat parents. So, the probability for the early birds to get the ticket is higher lah than those yang send lambat. So dia first come first serve. So approve reject application ni based on parents, not based on us. And then sometimes take time juga sebab parents nak belik-belik dulu you guys punya profile, you guys punya resume. So based on parents punya requirements.
Masa nak apply tu letak
Page
teaching experience dekat comments masa nak apply tiket.
Oh yeah, for every job application tu, kalau you guys perasan lah dekat apps tu kan, bila kita apply je, kita view and kita apply, so you guys akan dapat one comment box. So dekat comment box tu, pitch yourself. banggalah diri, you punya experience, you punya passion, you really love to teach, you really love kids, you are good in persuading students to listen to you lah, bla 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 bla. Google je ayat-ayat yang simple so that parents faham, and then you send. Yang tu pun kita akan send kat parents. So pujuk-pujuk lah sikit parents. Okay, next. Dekat komen kat dalam apps kena buat apa? Oh, pitch yourself. Let's say like I give you one example lah. Okay, let's say kita start with okay, I'm a fresh graduate from UM. I have degree in biochemical engineering. So I have experience in teaching my classmates, a group of classmates in certain subject, and I'm very good at calculating. I'm very good at calculating punya subjects. Apa lagi? I have passion in teaching. I'm a very patience person. I don't really get angry. I don't get angry really fast. I'm really good at handling kids. I can be your children's good friends in order for them to get interested in learning. Macam itulah. So the pitching. How you describe yourself. How you describe yourself to persuade the parents to choose you. Okay, next question. The job ni must be full time or part time also can? Yes, both also can. Why not? Tak ada any, kita tak ada any apa? Restriction lah untuk macam you nak ajar, you kena ajar more than 5 hours, more than 5 students so that you can be part of a staff. To be a tutor partner, you ambil je, you datang je. If you nak ajar seorang je budak student 5 tahun membaca, can, you are welcome. Okay, next let's turn the steps I mentioned before to an example. Okay, so first step tadi kita list out kan apa yang kita boleh ajar. Okay, let's say you can teach pengajian am ni STPM Oh, kenapa tak ada kat situ? Pengajian am ni STPM. Najmi. Lepas tu Maths SPM, okay, and then PT3. So let's say you boleh ajar 3 level ni. STPM, SPM and PT3. Okay, so next slide. Kita buat this table. Okay, kita buat this table. Okay, this table consists of 6 column and then ada 4 rows. Buat table yang sebiji macam ni. So you takkan confuse. Okay, so listkan dekat apa row yang atas sekali tu you punya level. So SPM, PT3, STPM. So yang bawah tu pun I put some example lah. So let's say for your SPM student you ajar 6 hour. 6 hours monthly, PT3 8 hours, STPM 4 hours. Okay, so kita kat tepi tu, you letak first month, second month, third month. Tak kisah pun, it could be more than third month, 3 months. Mungkin 5th month baru you dapat stable punya calculation onwards. Okay, so first kira dulu first month. So untuk SPM tu, you ambil 6 hours times dengan 18. 18 ni the rate for the first 8 hours untuk SPM. So you get 108. Okay, done with that. Okay, untuk PT3, 8 hours. Cantik. So tak ada pening lah, tak ada balance another 2 hours ke for the next month. So ambil 8 hours tu, you times with 15. The rate for the first 8 hours, you akan dapat 120. So untuk STPM, RM24, 4 hours, you times with 4 hours, you akan dapat RM96. So total tu 3 to 4. RM324. Okay. Alright. Sekejap. 6, 4, 10, 18, 18 darab 3. Okay. So this one I didn't do calculation for bonus lah because ni I nak, sebab bonus kan kita nak target. Okay, let's say kita nak kira kan. So we want to target for the stable income. I mean like for the stable income for every month lah. So that's why I didn't put any bonus. But actually for on the 3rd month you get RM200 extra dekat bawah sekali tu. Okay, sambung. So targeted number of students. Okay. Okay, targeted number of students tu kita biar dulu. So kita stop kat total dulu. 3 to 4 for the first month. Okay, and then you jump to second month. Okay, second month tu kita ada balance 2 hours for SPM kan. Sebab first month tu kita dah ambil rate 8 hours tu for 6 hours. Faham kan? Okay, so 2 hours tu you multiply dengan the 8 hours rate, you'll get 36. And then kita ada balance lagi 4 hours. 2 hours tu kita dah guna untuk the cheaper rate, the lower rate. So another 4 hours tu kita darabkan dengan the higher rate which is 42. So you'll get 168. Alright, for PT3 tadi dah settle. First month dah settle RM15 tu darab dengan 8 hours. So for second month you just multiply RM35 with 8 hours. You akan dapat RM280. Okay, so next one for STPM 4 hours. Tak cukup kita tak cukup lagi. So kita akan tambah lagi 4 hours. So that baru cukup the first rate, first 8 hours rate. So times with 24 juga, you akan dapat 96. So total you akan dapat for the second month is 544. See the gap from 3 to 4 you can get 544. Okay, done. And then for the third month tu dah balance. So dah balance means dah tak ada any pecahan lah. So kita akan ambil terus the 9 hours and above punya rate. So you darab lah 42 dengan 6, 252 untuk SPM, 35 dengan 8, 280 untuk PT3, 56 dengan 4, 224 untuk SPM. Total dia 756. So actually you akan dapat lagi 200 lah sebab you add up kan all this. So every month you akan ajar 18 hours. So 18 hours you times by 3, 54 hours. Yes. So ini untuk physicals so I'm targeting the physical one. Okay, and then ni and then dah settle yang tu baru boleh you target the number of students. Ingat, once you reach the stable punya income every month for every level tu, you target lah. So my style is I just random ambil lah. So let's say macam ni. So kita darabkan dengan 2. So let's say maybe I can add up one more for each level. So SPM tu kita ambil lagi satu, PT3 ambil lagi satu, STPM ambil lagi satu. And then it's easy for you to pick, to choose because in our apps tu kita boleh buat filter. So if you do the you filter you punya certain subject yang you boleh ajar. So you boleh dapat lah, dia akan keluar dengan result. So you can choose, you can pick. So target lah lagi one more students. So if you target lagi one more, so yang ni I kira, yang atas tu I kira saja je lah. For first month you akan dapat 648 if you teach 2 SPM, 2 PT3 and 2 STPM. Second month you akan dapat 1088. Dah 4 figures dah. Second month you dapat 4 figures. And then for the third month onwards you akan dapat 1512. Just by teaching 6 students monthly. Physical lah. Okay. Alright. So if you guys ada any questions, can directly ask me.
Boleh next kot.
Okay, sekejap mana? Mana pergi Zoom tadi? Okay, sekejap. Alright. Okay. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, ni ada, ada sikit lah two friendly advice from Sifu Tutor. So the first one, this one I mentioned just now. So after a few months of teaching tu, like second ke third months ke, so you can suggest parents to add more teaching hours. Especially those yang nak dekat SPM, nak dekat exam. So the student will inform you lah. So teacher, next week I ada exam, next month I ada exam. So time tu, grab the opportunity to just so talk with the parents, cakap, your daughter ni next month ada exam. So what if we add up more hours? Add up 4 hours ke this month, 6 hours ke, so that you can earn more and you can add up your teaching hours more lah. So senang you nak dapat bonus. Okay, but make sure lah for any adding up hours punya issue ni, you kena ada mutual agreement with parents. So well, at least through WhatsApp lah. So if anything nanti, sebab ada case certain parents yang macam, kenapa I kena bayar this amount. So if you ada bukti WhatsApp. So if dalam bukti WhatsApp tu, better for you to mention earlier lah. So if kita add up hours ni, nanti in the invoice diorang akan tambah for certain hours. Tambah 6 hours ke, 4 hours ke. Payment pun akan tambah. You mention it early to the parents. Better. So nanti tak ada issue in the future. Alright, next. Okay. Sekejap. Kalau nak add hour, kena minta parents direct admin ke? Tak ada. Tak kan? Tak. You buat, you discuss with the parents and ada mutual agreement. Kalau nak lagi professional, buat black and white. Black and white sign semua, cap jari ke apa ke. So lepas tu, just you tambah je. You faham tak sekarang ni kan, after you get the student, you work on your own. So you schedule your own timetable dekat kita punya schedule punya calendar tu. So you manage your own time. So kita tak kacau. But as long as you discuss with the parents first lah. Yes, letak dalam schedule lah kan timing tu, yes. If parents kata nak add up, you add up je lah. Sebab dekat apps tu dia tak ada limitation tau. Macam, you nak add, tiba-tiba pop up notifications yang, tak boleh add up. These students are entitled for 8 hours je per month. So you tak boleh nak tambah lagi 2 hours. Tak. Dia tak ada limit. So you nak tambah banyak pun boleh. But as long as tak ada issue dengan parents lah. So you yourself inform the parents. And then just tambah je hours dalam tu. Make sure ada proof yang betul parents to agree untuk tambah hours. Okay. So second or the last advice is, okay, basically we have 2 modes, online and physical. So this one pun ada sikit, I could say problems lah. Kalau parents tanya payment berapa untuk tambah, nak jawab apa ya? Manjanya soalan. Jawab apa ya? Cakap apa ni? Cakap je based on the same rate lah dengan yang dia bayar for that student.
Parents boleh contact dengan PIC.
Cakap dengan parents untuk contact dengan parents tu yang contact dengan PIC untuk double confirm. Kita tak ada macam kak ni kalau akak tambah ni harga combo tak? Tak ada. Akak tambah lebih ni mungkin 50% kan tak ada. So kalau dia pening, dia tanya parents sendiri. PIC parents tanya person charge lah untuk that particular student. Dia punya emoji tu kelakar.
Next question. We need more.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
Tak semestinya kena tanya pasal calculation rate. Boleh tanya juga pasal
betul. If ada soalan lain nak tanya.
Related dengan
tutoring assignment tutor tu. Tanyalah. Okay, sementara tunggu orang fikir tu. Okay, kita tengok slide ni. We have 2 modes, online, physical. Okay, so dekat sini kan kita ada it's not a serious problem lah. But problem yang agak mengganggu pihak CV tutor. So, okay, so dekat tiket tu, on the right top of the ticket, so kita ada is either any location ataupun all. So before you guys apply any job, so tengok dulu dekat atas tu, all ke ataupun ada specific location. So kalau all is for online, ada specific location tu adalah physical. Sebab mostly ada certain tutor ni dia confused. So dia ingat online. Lepas tu dia apply. Sekali bila dia apply physical. Sometimes you guys tak perasan tau the word physical and online. Faham je mata manusia kan? So tengok yang kanan yang ujung tu ada warna hijau tu specific. All tu online. Ada location tu adalah physical.
Oh, itu ada both physical.
Okay, jap. Hello, saya baru je sign up. So, kalau apply dekat job tickets tu, still pending. So, how to know kalau kita tak dapat kelas tu or dapat kelas tu? Okay. Kan? Okay. If dapat, the admin will give you a call lah. And then bagi direction lah for what to do next. If tak dapat, macam senyap je kan. Admin ni senyap, tak siapa pun contact ni. Buka apps tu. So, dia akan bagi tahu it's either pending, rejected ataupun approve. So usually paling lama pun berapa hari 5 days working kan? 5 working days.
Kalau lebih daripada 5 days working tu, it means still pending decision from parents.
Lah. So usually 5 working days je dia punya timing tu. In between 12 hours to 5 working days. Tapi kalau if pending lagi, maksudnya parents tu indecisive lah. Dia tengah usah lagi profile ataupun dia terlupa ke. So tu nanti kita akan push untuk diorang bagi result cepat.
Meanwhile nak tunggu dapat status tu, apply tiket lain juga.
Betul?
Unlimited.
Macam dulu time I used to be an active tutor kat sini. So bila nampak pending, tak ada question tau dekat kepala. Fikir nak juga dapat student. So I apply more. Ada apply. Tak kisahlah kalau benda tu redundant pun. Sebab kita tak tahu kita dapat ke tak yang ni. So better kita jadi tamak sikit. So apply banyak-banyak.
Tak salah pun.
Tak salah.
Bangun tidur, buka apps,
Apply.
Apply tiket.
Pergi toilet, buka, apply. Daripada you guys buka-buka apa Instagram, TikTok lah buang masa, tak dapat duit pun lah. So better kita buka kita punya apps tu, cari rezeki dalam tu.
Tengah stress, gaduh dengan partner, buka semua apps. Apply tiket, dapat duit.
Partner tak guna. Okay. Student progress kena update setiap kali kelas, weekly or monthly?
Bulan tertentu sahaja.
Bulan tertentu je. 3 March, June, September dengan December. Every 3 months lah. And then nak update, nak upload. Apa ni progress report pun senang sekarang. Tik je. Okay, usually after apply kena tunggu di approve baru start mengajar lah kan? Ke akan ada orang call dulu? Lojo tau. Terus nak mengajar. Call dulu. Dia call. Admin call. So nanti kita bagi last step. Apa you nak buat lepas ni? Kan kalau pergi mengajar kan tak tahu nak buat apa. Kita ada evaluation report. Kita ada nak ajar clock in, clock out. Benda-benda simple dekat apps tu. Okay. Apps ni tak ada ke kalau kita dah apply job tu dia terus hilang dari open job? Maksudnya bila kita dah apply, dia hilang kan daripada open job?
Tak.
Oh, dah hilang
As long as tiket tu masih available untuk tutor lain apply, masih.
Oh, so untuk dia je tak? Tapi bagus juga boleh kita kemukakan benda ni. Dia tak ada. Dia kalau kita apply tu dia tak hilang dari open job tu. Maybe untuk ada students tu, untuk ada tutors tu apply juga. For online class, is there any particular advice requirement for tools used in the class? Online class. Okay, boleh buat. Okay. Okay, so online class advice requirement in particular. Okay. I don't use Zoom. I use Google Meet. Okay, so first I prefer Google Meet lah. Sebab Zoom sometimes ada problem juga kalau buat kelas dengan student. Dia tak boleh panjang sangat nanti mati. So kita pakai, I use Google Meet and I bought, depends lah. Some people they have a lot of money tau. So they can use iPad, green screen. Diorang boleh guna iPad, green screen. Lepas tu boleh beli pen, tulis and then connect dengan laptop. But for me, I'm very kedekut one. So I buy the tripod. Bukan tripod, the small tripod tu yang kecil dekat atas meja tu. And then the yang dekat atas tu I bought the one yang ada roll tu kan. So dia boleh senang lah nak move. So if you kepit you punya phone like this, kepit macam ni, so you can do class here. And then I bought a small whiteboard. Then ada colourful markers. I like colourful markers. Lepas tu kat sini. But then you kena ada another device lah. Maybe your old phone ke, your sister's punya phone ke untuk clock in and clock out dekat situ. Macam tu yang cheapskate punya style lah. So if you you can spend more. Because ada tau, this one tutor ni, dia cikgu sekolah. So dia ajar online. Very interactive one. So maybe dia punya passion tu tinggi towards teaching. So she can spend a lot of money on that particular benda tu lah. So ada beberapa lah, you ada tab ke, iPad ke, pen tu, and boleh connect dengan laptop. So you boleh beli one kamera yang mahal sikit, kepit kat sini, so that cantik sikit resolution muka you. So dekat Google Meet tu kita boleh separate kan, this is your face, this is your screen. So dekat screen tu you boleh tulis-tulis. So ada green screen kat belakang, macam tu lah.
Next.
Okay, kejap lagi. Mana? For mathematics, 210 subject, mini tutor will get the amount as commission or we have to calculate based on the figures you have explained. Sorry, tanya soalan ni. I'm a first.
Akan dapat.
Yes, akan dapat. So the amount tu we calculated it already for you guys lah. Based on package yang parents nak. So yang tu is for, sebenarnya 210 tu for subject, per subject. But we calculated it per hours. So you boleh je minta lebih dekat parents. Okay, let's say if tak capai the target hours tu, you akan dapat sikit lah. Tapi boleh je. Eventually dah ajar for few months, parents akan tambah. Sometimes parents ni dia yang akan tambah. Okay dah. Zoom ada limit. Yes. That's why. Because I used Zoom tau before. And then tiba-tiba termati. Around 40 minutes. Tu kena reconnect balik. So dia akan disturb the class sessions. So I suggest Google Meet lah. Google Meet boleh buka dekat Gmail je. Dekat phone tu kan. Boleh terus guna. Waktu apply job tickets tu, yang approve kita ajar kelas tu, parents or admin? Oh, parents. Bukan kita, bukan admin. Bukan si betul-betul tak. Parents. Tak. Macam tu. Dia macam konsep Grab, Foodpanda. Bukannya Grab yang decide whether, kan? Customer macam Grab, Foodpanda, Lalamove. So, you nak beli barang, you nak naik Grab. So, you yang choose. Macam tu lah. So, parents bukan admin. Allah. What's wrong with my phone ni? Okay. So, any questions? Okay, so kita get balik. Okay, dah habis pun. Okay, so kita ada 2 modes, online physical. So, make sure betul-betul take note kat atas tu. Whether dia online atau physical. Sebab ada problem tutor tersalah apply. So, bila dia dapat je dia macam, saya tak apply physical, saya apply online. So, awak kena tengok yang kat hijau tu. Yang the one yang I circle tu. Kuala Lumpur and all tu. So, if all they are online, Kuala Lumpur adalah spesifik. So, ambil lah physical class. Tiba tak kena. Alright. So, ada soalan lagi tak?
So masa nak apply tiket tu, dekat bahagian box of comments tu puji je diri sendiri.
Betul?
Untuk pastikan parents pilih guys.
So, puji je. Up kan. Kalau rasa susah nak buat ayat tu, Google lah. Banyak gila Google. Pitch. How to pitch yourself. Banyak lah. And then, specific lah teachers punya. Let's say you first time punya tutors kan, tak pernah mengajar. So, boleh Google what you need to do to be a good teacher. Betul, ambil lah sikit kat dalam tu tips-tips dia, ayat-ayat dia untuk cakap you macam tu. Macam tu. So, okay. So, kita nampak tadi kan from all the comparison. You boleh compare. Kita boleh compare tau between the online and physical class. So, basically you can earn more from physical class. So, why not kita grab physical class? And then now pun kita dah boleh keluar kan. Pergi ajar students kat rumah. So, alah, takut COVID ke. Keluar lepak tu boleh je. So, boleh je kita pergi ajar student kat rumah kan. So, tengok dekat luar tu orang lepak semua. Sampai tengah malam okey je. Kalau cancel kelas hour tinggi, akan efek apa-apa tak? Reputation. It doesn't affect your dia tak adalah affect you punya salary ke apa ke tak. You still will get the same amount yang you ajar. Attended amount yang you ajar tu, but then ada reputation problem lah dengan kita punya PIC. So lepas ni kalau PIC nampak you punya nama macam
Takut nak bagi.
takut nak bagi. Ni Sifu bla 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 ni. Contoh macam apa nama you? Sifu Nordini ni.
Rajin postpone kelas.
Cancel je. So tak nak lah bagi dia job ni. So it will affect you punya reputations, and then in the future you nak apply tu macam susah sangat nak dapat. Macam tu. Okay, first class dah boleh masukkan tari dalam app tu kan. Lepas tu next class tari decide dengan parents. Tapi usually first class PIC set ke kita set sendiri kan tutor? First class tutor set sendiri kan?
First class dah boleh masukkan.
Dah boleh dah?
Tak. First class PIC yang kena add kan.
Memang dah ada kan? Okay, so for the first class tu PIC akan addkan dalam app.
For the rest,
Lepas tu pandai-pandai you decide dengan parents nak buat bila. Let's say if ada nak tukar, nak change. And then every time you nak change, you nak buat apa-apa dekat you punya schedule tu, dia akan ada reason box. And that one is required lah for you to fill up. Cakap lah change date ke, students have family plan ke, ada dinner family ke, so you kena postpone kelas tu. So bagi tahu kat dalam comment box tu.
yes.
Online tu boleh combine kelas tak?
Tak boleh.
Online tak boleh? Kalau fizikal boleh?
Dia macam ni. Boleh combine dengan student lain, tapi kalau parents yang request ada student grouping.
Faham?
Kalau dekat tiket tu, PIC bagi tahu kelas tu cuma seorang student sajalah perlu ajar. Tak boleh campur dengan student yang tiket lain. Tapi kalau nak tahu student tu grouping ke tak, once PIC ataupun admin bagi confirmation class, PIC akan bagi tahu student ni di grouping. So nak tahu grouping ke tak, PIC akan inform. Boleh grouping tapi untuk yang bila parents request sahaja.
Yes. Kalau parents
tak
request je.
Tak boleh campur dengan student lain sebab kita private
Betul.
tuition.
And then kalau kita nak betul. So kalau macam you guys you campurkan pun kita nampak lah nanti kat dalam. So you kena clock in clock out kan. So kita nampak tak boleh.
Yes.
Takut nanti parents tahu. Parents tahu macam I bayar untuk my daughter je, tiba-tiba dia mix dengan student lain. So mungkin parents tahu nanti habis lah.
Yes.
Sebab bayaran tu untuk satu student je.
Yes. Lepas tu kalau you tambah dengan student lain pun, nanti bila you nak add class schedule dekat apps pun akan appear overlap. So you tak boleh nak update.
Tak boleh overlap kelas.
Tak boleh nak update, tak dapat payment, dah rugi.
Betul. Unless kalau memang dah state kat dalam job ticket tu.
Yes.
It's a grouping punya kelas yang dah boleh.
Seriously, physical class lagi best.
Told je.
Memang
Siapa nama dia?
best.
Akmal. You're my man. Serious, physical class is the best. Serious best. Hari tu once COVID hit us kan, suddenly PKP kan. I was so sad. Sebab most of my physical class tu, dia orang tak nak buat online. So they hold the class lah. So nanti sambung lah macam tu. After dah settle PKP baru sambung. But some of them after settle PKP macam ada yang tak ingat, ada yang tak cari balik. So sedih sangat. But sorry guys, I rasa dulu lama juga physical class. Memang best sangat. So sebab kita jumpa students kan, and then some of your students tu follow your Instagram. So even up until now pun kita orang still contact. Tanya apa opinion, apa course yang patut diorang sambung. So compare to online class, me and my online punya students ada gap sikit sebab tak pernah jumpa kan. So dengan physical class punya student memang sangat-sangat close. Okay, suggest untuk guna BM ke BI untuk bahagian komen waktu apply job ticket tu? Suggest. Tak kisah pun actually BM ke BI sebab we're dealing with parents kan kita tak tahu parents tu faham ke tak. Kan speaking London ke British ke tak faham. So if
yang penting point apa yang you nak sampaikan kat komen.
simple lah. Janganlah bombastic sangat ayat tu.
Tak payah pun nak
Tapi guna keyboard.
easy.
Tak guna keyboard lah cari yang panjang tak perlu.
So you guys no need pun untuk mention you guys punya umur ke, nama ke. No need. Just bagi tahu experience, lepas tu macam kalau sebelum ni pernah mengajar, lepas tu student you tu sebelum previous student pernah dapat result yang bagus, just share. Yang sebelum ni student you dapat D. Once you dah ajar, dapat B. Dapat boom. Just tu je, easy.
Simple je.
Puji diri sendiri.
Upkan diri. Siapa
Tak
nak?
pernah wujud pengalaman tu, wujudkan.
Okay. But if rasa macam ragu-ragu BM ke BI, tak dulu. Senang. Tak kisah pun. Okay. 4 sessions means 4 classes here. Yes?
Yes.
So let's say 1.5 hours 4 session. So ada monthly ada 4 kelas lah. Mostly students Malay ke? Yes.
Ada jugalah ya.
Ada jugalah tapi yelah macam Malaysia lah. Majoriti Melayu. Sama juga macam ni. So student kita sangat banyak. Sangat banyak. So dia adalah dia punya percentage but mostly the highest percentage is Malay lah.
Yes.
Sama macam rakyat Malaysia kan. Melayu paling ramai.
Tapi masa nak, tapi habis pasal komen tu. Masa nak apply tiket tu, dekat bahagian comment box tu, nak tulis tu janganlah short form sangat. Kena full ejaan lah.
Tahu tak apa. Macam BTW by the way. Macam tu kan. Be right back.
Macam senang untuk orang baca lah. Kata pinga-pinga, apalah dia ni tulis. Tak dapat jawab. Penat kau apply.
Tulis tu. Tapi tak payahlah panjang sangat.
Ya.
Tak siapa nak baca. Pendek je. Subjek elektif memang susah nak dapat. Elektif? BM semula. Okay, apa you punya experience, Akmal? Subjek elektif, such as, ada experience tak yang susah nak dapat tu? Boleh contact, kita boleh carikan. In comment box tu memang wajib fill in ke atau tak wajib pun? Tak wajib pun. Tapi kalau nak compare dengan orang lain yang isi, takkan you nak kalah. Mestilah you nak upkan juga. Alah isi simple je. Dulu time I applied for the job pun I isi macam my study background and then my a little bit of my experience and then what I achieved. Like, I teach maths SPM before. Okay, and then my students dulu fail her maths. Then SPM, she managed to get E. Simple je.
In comment.
Saya core IT, so expert for asas sains komputer. So dia cakap susah nak dapat.
Asas sains komputer. Dia ada parents yang request tapi tak banyak. So subjek ni itulah.
Asas sains komputer ni SPM sebab
boleh try sikit lain.
Mungkin asas sains komputer ni tak banyak kot student yang ambil. Nak compare tu subjek lain. PT3 pun ada, ya memang kurang. Hihi.
By the way, you guys boleh je unmute you guys punya mic. So
Ih, pasal malam
sembang. Boleh tanya kan. Tapi jangan tiba-tiba apa nak marah kan. Unmute untuk tanya soalan saja. Okay. Next question.
Next question.
We have 9 minutes more.
Siasat ngam-ngam.
Okay.
Yang dalam ni semuanya memang dah start mengajar ke belum ni? Belum. Kenapa jangan lambat? Kita kena kejar 8 hours tu.
Akmal.
Akmal!
Akmal.
Kata dari physical class tu best. Mal. Dah lah menajuk.
Tapi just started.
Ermiza just started. Good job. Soon baru dapat. Oh, dah apply banyak tapi banyak pending.
Nervous. Christina nervous. Macam mana situasi dah Christina nervous? Jangan nervous. Hang nervous, student lagi nervous.
Tapi nervous normal tau.
Mula-mula kan? Yes.
First class mesti macam terjatuh ke kereta lah. Nak pandang student pun segan lah. Tapi eventually kan second to third class more tu dah selesa dah. Dah apply banyak tapi pending. Tapi 3 job rejected. Apply online ke physical?
Kalau perasan dekat kita punya apps, dekat bahagian job ticket tu banyak sangat physical class. Kalau you guys apply,
dia apply physical. Zarif Zain.
Apply ticket lain juga. Sebab tu pending dari parents. Kalau you guys apply physical class, akan cepatlah dapat untuk approve tu.
Lama tak tunggu for physical class tu? Mungkin boleh contact dia direct ke? Mostly lama. Physical tak apa.
Banyak kawasan Ampang.
Oh, Akmal cakap dia ada tuition lain. Cuba setia sikit Akmal. Cuba setia sikit.
Physical mostly lama.
Oh, Ermiza. So far I dah start with 3 students. 1 SPM and 2 UPSR.
Good job.
Kudos. Zarif Zain.
Kerja lagi untuk dapat bonus.
Only 1 student online, nak cari like 2 to 3 lagi. Yes, Zulbarka. Boleh cari? Apa first step untuk first day mengajar? Dekat intro dulu ke atau terus mengajar atau test student dulu?
30 minit pertama kelas.
So untuk 30 minutes yang early tu, you sediakan satu assessment test. Simple one je first chapter ke ataupun kita, contoh macam you ajar Maths SPM. So kita boleh ambil soalan daripada PT3. Sebab Maths ni dia snowballing. So dia memang ada related. SPM pun I can guarantee 40% SPM keluar daripada PT3 punya syllabus. So test lah 15 kat sini circle punya topik ke. Tak payah detail sangat pun. Just nak tengok dia faham tak. 30 minutes je. Lepas tu just start ajar. Tapi ada satu tu saya apply subjek Maths kat kawasan JB tapi sampai sekarang parents tak reply. Itulah masalahnya. Parents tak respond. Bukan parents tak reply dia.
Itulah pending daripada parents. Sebab sometimes parents macam biasanya request untuk tuition ni mother. So dia macam dia nak kena minta
masak lagi.
nak
masa.
Husband
lagi nak tunggu lagi
busy family kan. So memang pending daripada parents. Sorry sangat-sangat. Boleh apply tiket lain, no worries.
So kita jangan tunggu satu tau. Nampak tak ni example, jangan tunggu satu. Kita apply je banyak-banyak. Oh JB.
Boleh apply online. Sementara nak tunggu tu, start mengajar dengan tiket-tiket lain. Okay, don't give up.
Saya baru start masuk 2 bulan. Awal-awal dulu pun tak dapat langsung kelas. And then coordinator bantu saya dan saya dapat 3 student. Thank you coordinators.
Dia puji aku.
Gembang buntut Rina. Si nampak? Boleh contact direct sebenarnya. Push sikit koordinator ni. Buat je sikit. So bila you push, nanti koordinator akan reply and then kita orang akan try carikan. Kita orang akan carikan job. Lepas tu boleh terus bagi apply. And sometimes ada certain PIC pun akan direct contact tutors. Blast dekat korang, ada job. Akmal. Miss boleh bantu saya setia resipi tu tak?
Kena start mengajar dulu.
Yes. Tunjuk effort tu. Itulah sampai sekarang orang ni. Kita tunjuk effort. Bila kita nak sesuatu tu setia dengan kita kena tunjuk effort dekat dia. InsyaAllah kita setia.
Macam korang dapat subjek asas sains komputer tu, apply tiket lain dulu. Basic yang you know lah. Boleh apply untuk preschool kalau tak confident untuk mengajar kan. Boleh try.
And then kita punya subjek linguistik macam BM, bahasa BM, English, membaca, benda yang macam you buka buku je. Tapi baru buka macam ni dah ingat dah semua benda.
Dah faham.
Dah faham dah. So kita mengajar, bukannya kita kena hafal and ajar. Student macam tak nak tengok teacher pegang buku. Ajar saya tak ada buku. Tak. Parents pun tak ada nak test kita ke apa ke. Kita buka buku, ada jawapan. So, as long as you faham you punya answer, you just explain to the student. So it's actually very easy to be a tutor.
Yes.
Nak mengajar tu ikut syllabus sekolah per chapter atau boleh ikut kita je nak lompat-lompat chapter? For me, I lompat je. I lompat ikut I punya keselesaan. Sometimes kan, okay, to be honest lah, sometimes kita ni as a tutor kan, kita macam tak apa tahu sangat lah chapter 5 ni. Tak apalah, kita tinggal dulu chapter 5 ni. I don't have time to focus on this one now. So, I jump to chapter 6. Ajar dulu chapter 6. Tapi buat note lah, yang this one tak ajar lagi untuk this student. Unless kalau student tu yang minta. So, kalau you perasan student tu jenis yang minta. Oh, teacher, next class I nak you ajar I chapter 3 form 4. So, this kind of students you kena prepare early. Maybe text few days before class, text, okay, sekian nama dia, okay, next class ni you nak teacher ajar apa. So you can prepare early lah. Better untuk mengajar student siapkan homework atau macam mana? Siapkan homework sekolah ke? Tak maulah. Kita tak dibayar untuk homework sekolah. So jangan ajar student. Memang ada je student sebelum ni.
Jangan. Jangan.
Jangan. So ajar. Kita ajar kita punya style. Okay, trust me, cara kita ajar dengan cikgu sekolah ajar takkan sama. Kita akan ajar based on apa yang kita belajar time kita dekat degree. Kita akan ambil dia punya fundamental kat situ. Contoh macam maths. So, kita akan ajar through benda tu. So, kita ajar student guna kita punya fundamental of maths ataupun maths. Mungkin dalam engineering, so dia tak akan sama dengan cikgu sekolah. So avoid doing their homework. Ada students yang bijak, akal panjang, dia akan keluarkan assignment dia. Teacher, I ada assignment lah. Suruh kita buat. Jangan buat. I never do my student punya assignment. I akan tolak tepi cakap, okay, this is your job. I can only teach you the basic of this chapter. So you buat sendiri. Be firm and straight with the student. Masa yang parents minta tu tetap ke? If weekends mostly request 8 AM or 8:30 AM. Tetap.
Tapi kalau parents ada hal ataupun you guys pun sometimes kita tak tahu kan.
Boleh je tukar, serius.
Kena sentiasa discuss lah dengan parents. Jangan tiba-tiba. Parents pun kalau ada apa dia akan inform kat tu. Then update schedule. Okay.
Untuk first class tu fix lah dekat time yang dia bagi tu. Let's say 10 AM untuk first class kan. So datang 10 AM the first class. So next class tu pandai-pandai lah. Tak adalah parents yang tiba-tiba nak marah you ke, tak ada. So you can discuss with them. And then ada some mutual agreements. And I can guarantee that 80% of the students dengan parents, diorang akan keep on changing their time. Kadang-kadang sudah lambat bangun. Ubah waktu last minute. That's normal for some student. Tapi tak adalah ramai sangat. So itulah dia kita panggil cabaran menjadi tutor. Itulah dia.
Okay, we have 1 minute more. 10 PM already. So
mula lambat sikit 30 minit contohnya.
Tanya.
Boleh? Basically kat dalam tu, kat dalam apa ni apps tu, boleh je you change your time. Tapi if you tak change your time pun, untuk first class.
Kalau nak change time, dia kena update status tu dulu. Schedule to postpone or cancel. Lepas tu kena add class schedule yang baru untuk exam.
Faham?
Once dah confirm untuk schedule tu, tak boleh nak edit. Nak edit time. But no worries, nanti our admin untuk kena tu will explain more lah how to adjust or edit your schedule on apps.
Tapi timing tu boleh change lah. Boleh postpone ke, boleh cancel and then you schedule balik. Okay. Nur Laila binti Mustaqim nak tanya.
Tanya apa?
Tanyalah terus. Cepat pukul 10 dah ni. Kakak nak tidur. Banyak ke permintaan kita dari Borneo?
Enggak pernah. Enggak ada sih.
Borneo, Sabah.
Sabah tak ada bah.
Tak ada.
Sabah tak ada lagi.
Tapi student kat Sabah ada?
Student kat Sabah ada, tapi kebanyakannya
Online kan?
ada juga yang request for physical, tapi dia tak ada bahagian Borneo lah.
Dulu ada je ajar Sabah punya student tapi online lah.
Mostly Sabah dekat KK.
KK. You stay mana, Laila?
Borneo.
Laila Majnun.
Mesti Borneo kan? Oh,
Tawau. Tu dia. Sabah dah besar.
Tawau. Tu lah.
Tak apalah for tutors yang memang tak ada any physical class kan macam ni. Nampak? Korang yang dekat Sabah ni pun nak physical tau. Ni dah ada banyak dekat sini tak nak apply pula. Okay, so yang tak ada peluang ni boleh ambil online class. And then ada kita punya top tutors pun diorang ajar online class je. Diorang boleh dapat 7K. Sifu is here tu. Banyak gila, oh my god. Dia boleh dapat 7K. Bayangkan 7K plus September last year. Semua totally online dia punya student. Dia boleh dapat 7K tau.
Macam mana lah dia manage masa tu?
So hundreds hours dia ajar monthly. So dia boleh takkan kita tak boleh. Okay. Penutup ya. Okay, so basically dah ada template tu untuk kira macam mana nak target student semua. So I really hope it will help you guys in managing your schedules. Kalau ada any desired income nak dapat 10,000 ke macam tu lah. Okay, so good luck in applying job ticket and don't ever give up. Janganlah apply 2-3 lepas tu macam tak dapat lah, malas lah. Nak try kerja lain lah, ni store. Tak maulah macam tu. So don't ever give up. Apply lah 20 tiket sekalipun. Mesti akan kena 1 to 2 at least. Next Zoom bila Miss? Next month. Another 2 weeks ada, tapi kita panggil cikgu sekolah for bahasa Melayu. Nanti kita akan up dekat dalam app semua.
Kat mana dapat update syllabus?
Sekolah ya?
Do research. Pinjam buku teks.
I'm a very traditional person. Saya cikgu sekolah. Oh, cikgu sekolah Akmal? Ajar apa? Mungkin boleh join kita punya, tapi duduk mana?
Akmal ni daripada tadi tak nak cakap sekolah. Hang dah 10 minit boleh cakap.
So mana tu boleh datang ke join kita punya live session. Sebab kita perlukan juga cikgu sekolah untuk ajar syllabus. So, untuk next week kita dah jumpa satu cikgu BM. Okay, kat mana dapat syllabus sekolah ni? Okay, I am very traditional punya people. So I will go to the bookstore and buy a small reference book ataupun big. I will spend for it. So if rasa you boleh claim kat parents, claim lah. But me, tak ada. I tak claim. So I just pay sebab I rasa macam I can use it for very long term. So benda tu memang bantu sampai sekarang. Aku rabak dah buku-buku. Okay. So that's all. So remember, don't ever give up. Apply banyak-banyak job. And then physical class. Grab physical class. Let's earn money with Sifu Tutor. Rugi tau. Sudi kita banyak. Pergi ni syllabus sekolah kalau boleh. Kalau malas beli boleh download kat akaun Delima. By the way, saya dulu pernah jadi guru ganti.
Oh, siapa Zarif? Sifu Zarif. Okay.
Boleh download kat akaun Delima. So ni. And then boleh je. Akaun Delima ni free ke? Itulah. Sebab ada juga Island Sasbadi pun. Tapi tu kena subscribe lah. Untuk cikgu sekolah sahaja.
Untuk cikgu sekolah saja. Okey, tak apa. Yang mana kat dalam ni cikgu sekolah, boleh screenshot conversation ni untuk rujukan masa akan datang. Yes. Okay. Thank you yang bagi tips.
Thank you yang join sampai habis ni. Taru.
So for those yang nak dislike, macam better untuk WhatsApp tutor coordinator yang you guys nak slide sebab tak nak terlepas. Takut terlepas.
Siapa yang nak slide tu boleh contact the number yang text yang hantar poster semua tu lah. Okay.
Welcome.
You're welcome. Thanks for
Okay,
staying.
bye.
Bye. Sarang yo. Tiba.
Okay.
Tak kelakar lah yang Zarif